Well, here we are. This is Arizona Ike giving a display on my engines, my starting platform that I run my engines on. I've had a lot of requests wanting to know how I do it. This is my platform strictly for display. I don't run my engines on these because I put too much hard work in them, but I have several of these engines, just about all of them. They each got their own platform done nicely for display. So when I get ready to run my engines, I just pick them up out of here, set them down there, set my display case off to the side, and here's my platform I built. It's made out of 3/4 inch birch. These two are the square of the actual engine bases, which most of them are about the same. This here is a sliding block. It comes out like this. It's got a nut on the bottom of it, blind nut, some rubber pads on it. I usually try to put the washer, the fender washer, on the top. If I can get it up here, get it out of the groove here. There we go. Then I slip my block that I built, my lock block. It spins here. This just kind of absorbs a little of the vibration, that's why I use it. These are extra blocks on top to kind of secure it and hold the engine in. Pick the engine up, set her in the block. This is a filler block. Put a little Velcro on there so it don't scuff the case up too bad. And I put it right in the middle there, as you can see. You can see in the camera there, in the middle. It don't fit real tight in here, but then I push the block, put a lot of pressure against her chest, and tighten the block down. She's pretty secure. It's pretty secure, you know. If I'm not sure, I'll tighten it up some more. Push on it hard, put severe pressure on it, squeeze her down. And then with the fender washer, it's got her pretty good. Then I take a Rembrandt from Walmart or anywhere. It's carpeting, 2x2. It don't even need to be this. It could be half the size. Works just as well. I set them on there. I usually do the long ways if I'm filming this, because this way it slides easy. You can turn it to take videos of it or pictures. And before we do the run, I always use a fan to keep them cool. I usually put this just about a few inches from the end. I set my fan right here because I don't use water in my engines. And like I've said in videos, and you've heard in other videos demonstrated, lube ball parts. I usually go right on through. I use 3-in-1 20 weight 3-in-1 oil. And you can use Mystery Marvel oil too, whatever you, just as long as you lube them. Lube the crank inside, lube the rod bearings. A little bit on the gears. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Kind of everything that moves, you want to put a little oil in. Get inside. The little needle rollers are nice because you can get inside these parts really well. That's why I like them. I put a little oil on the push rod. Where the push rod goes in and out, put a little oil there. A little oil here. I even put a little bit on the governor. The governor springs a little bit, just a little bit. It don't hurt because, you know, I give them a good cleaning after the run anyway because they're kind of messy after you get done. The valves, I put a little drop on each valve. Top the rocker. Not a lot, just a little bit. Just make sure you got everything lubed up. The springs, I've changed the springs. A little longer springs. Slows it down a bit, makes it run. Now this engine's ice cold. I haven't started today like some guys probably do. They start them before they video it in one flip because sometimes they fire right up and other times I got to flip them a few times. One other thing I wanted to show you. I don't want to take it back out now, but I only use 2 batteries in these. I've cut all my battery wires off and bought on eBay a battery box that holds 2 AA batteries, which makes it a little simpler, and I feel it's a little safer for your ignitions because they'll run fine on 2 batteries, which is, you know, 3 volts. I'm having good luck with them. And also I changed the plug boot. I bought these little plug boots. I forget. Online you can find them from the steam forum places, there's places that sell them. They're pretty cheap. And in my mufflers, I drilled all the mufflers out, a hole right in the end of it. And it seems like most of the exhaust goes out. Some of them I've actually plugged the holes in the side and just straight out the bottom. Seems like to run a little better, and I put a little piece of paper towel under there to kind of catch some of the debris, you know. But that's about it. Don't run water. It's preset because it's been running. This particular one, I don't know, I got 6 of these things, different ones. Once I get them running, I usually don't mess with the needle valve. I've already filled it up with fuel. Sometimes I use my oilers. I installed all these oilers. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'll just put 1 drop in each one. You know, and other times I don't. It's just a personal thing. You can't probably over oil them, but so I guess now we'll see if the thing will run. See how it goes. You never know. I usually like to put my finger over and choke it one time. Flip it. Sometimes we have to use the rope. I do have the rope, just in case. That's that 1 choke, 2 chokes. Now I'll flip the power on. Green is that way, red's this way, green's that way. I've got a red-green dot, shellac plastic on each end. Kind of helps it. Flip the power on. Might have to use the rope. I haven't started this one in a while, but it probably would go, but why not use the rope? That's what they're for, right? So we got the rope. We'll take and see if I can put this rope on here the right way. We'll see what happens. Whoa, that didn't work too good. The little slot's kind of not very big in these. I really don't like them. I was always going to make it better, but there she goes. That's 1 pull. That's 1 pull, and this thing hasn't been started. This one I probably haven't ran in, realistically, probably a couple months. And it's ice cold, so help me God. None of this pre-start and then video. You're seeing it. Nice single pop, none of this double pop, double tap too much. I worked hard on these motors to get them to run like this. They didn't come out of the box like that. I think out of the 7 motors I got, 2 came out of the box and run pretty darn good. But if you're patient, you tinker on them, you know, the timing, do what you gotta do to get them run right. The biggest thing is the springs, the timing, and have good compression. A couple of them I had to put new rings in, which they're cheap. I think I ordered 100 of them for like $10 on eBay. And I let my little fan, as you can see, it just sits right there. Don't even move it. Just sit there, the whole tank of gas and run. I'll move the fan back so I can. Yeah, they just, they're fun to, I'm in Arizona here. It's 81 degrees today, March 6th, I believe. It's nice. I got my shorts on, tennis shoes like I do every day. We've been having some nice weather. And I run 1 ounce to 1 quart of Mystery Marble oil to 1 quart of Coleman Lantern fuel from Walmart. One of my earlier videos I said 15 to 1, but really it's 32 to 1. If you figure it out, I fly airplanes, RC planes too. 4 ounces to a gallon is 32 to 1. So 4 quarts, 1 ounce each one, same thing. 32 to 1. Not 15 to 1. But once I get them set, and when these are laying idle, I do have a nice Tupperware box that fits over them. I bought when they're in the display cases. I put the Tupperware over them, and I put a little vacuum cap. You can buy them over at Lowe's. I buy the little yellow ones, and I just go over the venturi of the carburetor just to keep any dirt out of there. And like I said, when I'm done with my run, I'll clean it with regular alcohol. You buy it anywhere at Walmart, and Windex to clean the flywheels, and I use Q-tips with alcohol dip, and I go around and clean the whole engine as good as I can. I get it pretty clean. I spend about 20 minutes cleaning it.